next on Madden Football.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones looking to throw right away. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 61 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Saints at 11-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw here. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Some good plays in the passing game right now for New Orleans. They have another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's the type of play that will fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
They'll put a check in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're man coverage? Because it just did it out now. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Statter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself in a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara will get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a good bit of defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Hardy's got it on the out route. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there. Now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left them almost no room to work after catching the ball. If they're every move in the book at them, they were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he goes out right around the 39. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swings this out for Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, another completion here to Hunt. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As soon as he went down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to have the Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. William Jackson with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's second and 10.
19 Tiger. Check, Panther.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Good defensive call right there, because he had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to put the ball ahead to prevent it from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. He did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's going to be point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Jones. That caught by Tremble. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, look at the juke. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jonnu Smith from 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this.
And we're back now in Charlotte. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. To throw again on second down. Jones. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Jones now throwing on first down. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their 18-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hurry! Hurry!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. first run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 25 yards that time. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far. And
what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to draw. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jones throwing to start the drive. Complete on the... And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out.